and welcome to this edition of Desert Vision. I'm Staff Sgt. Xaime Hernandez.
And I'm Specialist Brittany Lobos. Coming up on this edition, we see a friendly basketball game between our boys in blue and a local Kuwaiti team, and the decon crews of 366 CBRN Company take on a Chinook. It's that time of year again! Some people love it, some people dread it. Army Sergeant Rick Bush shows us an easy way to file taxes while deployed.
For those stationed overseas, tax season can mean added stress and worry. The Camp Arifjan Tax Center is now open for business, and you don't need to worry about how much it will cost to have your taxes prepared. You just need to worry about how big your refund is going to be.
Absolutely free, no cost to anybody. If somebody needs to be sent into the IRS, such as a power of attorney, or depending on the tax return, if we have to paper file it as opposed to e-file it, we send all those documents in for the tax client. So completely no cost to all of the people wishing to have their taxes done here.
Tax preparers are all volunteers. For some, it's all about providing excellent customer service.
It means a lot to me because I spent a lot of time preparing myself to do these taxes, and being able to assist other soldiers in doing something that I now know is pretty difficult. It definitely is nice to be able to help other people.
Service members are granted an automatic extension to file federal tax returns until 180 days from the date of leaving a combat zone. But filing your taxes while deployed can help relieve a lot of stress by getting it out of the way.
Pretty convenient, because that was one of my biggest issues I was worrying about, if I can actually get my taxes done while I'm deployed. So this was actually extremely convenient, and I was happy I was able to do it here.
The tax center asks that you make an appointment to have your taxes prepared. But as long as staff are available, they will take walk-ins on a first-come, first-served basis. Reporting from Camp Arifjan, Kuwait, I'm Army Sergeant Rick Bush.
You know, I've been in for a while, and I've been on a couple of deployments, and I would have never thought about doing taxes while being deployed.
This year, my mom is helping out because we have all the daycare expenses that we didn't have last year, so it's been really great.
All right, so she's kind of like helping you in a pinch, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that story you went and covered with the CBRN companies.
Yeah, 366 CBRN covered how to decontaminate a Chinook instead of just their normal track vehicles.
All right, here she is with her story.
Soldiers from 366 Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear, or CBRN Company gear up and prepare their equipment for a new take on familiar training.
Today we're doing an aircraft decontamination exercise on one CH-47 Chinook. Basically, it just eliminates any cross-contamination coming in from a contaminated environment, whether it's carrying personnel or equipment. We'll go into the exterior decon of the aircraft, and then we'll have an interior decon team to pat down radios and sensitive items.
The intent is to further the capabilities of CBRN units on Camp Arifjan and create a standard for those in U.S. Arsen's area of responsibility. This training adds a new dynamic to their capabilities, making them a ready force in the region.
So this helps our soldiers here on ground because we haven't been able to decon an aircraft in country. This is unique because our aircraft could possibly become contaminated, and we would have to support a mission such as this.
The helicopter pilots and decon teams work together so they can integrate seamlessly if the need ever arose.
It's important to us because sometimes, you know, we're up in the air way above the ground level. We may not know what the chemical threat is. We may not know what we've flown through. And when we get back, if we've got to decon the aircraft, it's not a situation that we're used to. So we're going to hand it off to them as the experts so they can create a safe environment for us to fly in, and we can reuse the aircraft again.
After completing several rounds of decontaminating the Chinook, the 366 CBRN unit is ready to take on yet another task, adding to their role as a ready and responsive force. Reporting from Camp Arifjan, Kuwait, I'm Specialist Brittany Lobos. This exercise was the first part of their initiative to rehearse and synchronize operations with aviation units in U.S. Arsen's footprint. We've got more stories coming up after this.
My name is Sergeant Donald Sparks, and I served in Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm back from December 1990 to May 1991. I was assigned as a specialist to the 226 Medical Supply Optical Maintenance Battalion out of Pirmasens, Germany. Hearing all the news reports about Saddam's Republican Guard, hearing all the news about his military forces, there was a lot of apprehension. You know, we were nervous. Just crazy as you're driving down the road, that famous road, the Highway to Hell, and you see Saddam's forces that were basically annihilated by the U.S. air campaign. You knew that you were in a combat zone once you start driving. So to go out and see a country now thriving 25 years later, it means a lot.
You know, it may be winter in the desert, but the competition is hot on Camp Arifjan. Army Sergeant Rick Bush shows us the heat.
The crowd cheers as Team USA and the Al Arabi basketball teams took to the court for a competitive but friendly game of basketball.
Oh, I think it's great. I think, like I said, this is a positive sports event. We get a chance to come together on just positive grounds, you know. It's also challenging, you know, because one of us are speaking English, the other one is speaking Arabic, so it's kind of hard, but I think it's great.
The Kuwaiti semi-pro basketball team led by 4 at the half, and the game would really heat up late in the fourth quarter as USA shoots for the victory.
And the American Army, they play at a very high level of basketball. We liked it, and of course it helped us to develop our game and see new type of playing. We also built some relationships, some friendships.
Although the scoreboard showed a winner, the real story is what's in the future for this lasting partnership.
We're looking forward to play again with them. We loved it. We loved the game. We had a great time here.
Team USA won the game with a final score of 80-70. Reporting from Camp Arifjan, Kuwait, I'm Army Sergeant Rick Bush.
So I got to watch the game, and they handed out these really cool T-shirts.
Oh, that's really nice.
To see the crowd interact with the teams was so awesome, and the half-court shots, they were hysterical. Make sure to ask Sergeant Bunn next time you see him.
You know, I think I just might. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Desert Vision. For these stories and more, check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/US Army Central.
And our YouTube channel at youtube.com/US Army Central.
I'm Army Staff Sergeant Xaime Hernandez.
And I'm Specialist Brittany Lobos.
Thanks for watching.